Welcome to City Limits
Oh,
again.
thank you for driving out here to see me.
Anytime. Tell us what's going on.
Well, we drove in from Fort Myers, Florida, so we've been on the road all day. We've been on the road all week. I've been out on the West Coast this week. Went to L.A. and San Diego and Vegas and Phoenix. So I've been enjoying all the summer weather in the middle of February. It's been awesome.
And then you come here. Well, it's not bad here today.
No, it actually feels great here tonight.
Considering like a couple days ago it was in the 30s, I think.
Yeah, no, this ain't nothing. You know, a week ago we were in Connecticut and there was 3.5 feet of snow. So I'm just glad to be in the somewhat normal weather.
So you got a lot going on, man. You've got Tonight's out, which I think it hit 36.
It hit 38, and the cool thing about it was it got picked up by the NFL on Thursday Night Football, which was just amazing and a dream come true for that to happen. So yeah, Tonight has done well for us. It was a great intro single coming out, and then we got a brand new one coming out here in less than a month. So,
On your lips?
Yeah.
Tell us the story behind that one. That one sounds a little juicy.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good word for it. That was one of those songs, we wrote it kind of as a pickup line. There's a lot of pickup lines you hear, and I feel like girls have a lot of cheesy ones used on them, or a lot of bad ones. So I feel like this is like a nice, cute one, and the whole thing was we were like, let's write a song that's, if a guy were to walk up to a girl and meet her at a bar or whatever, and they got to talking, and she were to ask him, like, what do you want to do, or what do you want to be, or something like that. And he would just look at her and say, the only thing I want to be is the next thing on your lips.
So it's not one of those we have to look at our little pickup line checklist and go,
right.
That one has not been used yet.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a good one.
Well, I mean, it's I think it's cute, and it's it's not like too creeperish or anything like that. So
did that one work for you?
Well, I am married, so yes.
So yeah, it did.
Yes, it did. I asked my wife too before when I wrote the song, I was like, is that like a good twist on a pickup line? She's like, oh yeah, I love it. So, and she's always honest.
So when's the new single come out?
March 2nd.
Okay. So is that when it goes out to radio? Is that when it hits like iTunes?
It goes out to radio March 2nd, and it hits iTunes on March 3rd. So
okay,
literally that same week, it's rolling.
That one hard.
Yeah.
Any plans for a full length?
Yeah, we got, a new EP comes out with so on March 3rd we're releasing our second 5-song EP, and then we got a full length, probably should be due hopefully by the end of the year is what we're planning on sometime this year.
So
that's
busy.
The goal, yeah.
A
lot of new music, yeah.
So the people that aren't familiar with you, give us a little background.
Well, I grew up in Georgia, about 5 hours south of here, so northeast Georgia near Helen, a little bitty mountain town, Habersham County, Georgia. And I went to University of Georgia, graduated from there 3 years ago now, and moved up to Nashville straight out of school. I just grew up loving music, grew up playing in church and singing, and had bands all throughout high school and college. And I knew that's what I wanted to do, but I promised Mom I'd go to school first and get my education. And going to Georgia was great. I mean, it was a good place for me to form kind of my business mind, because I studied music business while I was there. So I learned the booking side of things and management and the accounting. Yeah, I mean, it was really helpful, later on getting my deal. And now, even every day I still use the things I learned. So it was great. When I moved to Nashville, I got really lucky and kind of got in a good circle of people, started networking, and ended up with a deal in, less than 6 months being in town. So just a real blessing. I met a guy named Doug Johnson, who's our head of the marketing, or head of, what is Doug? He's head of
A&R
over at the label. Amazing songwriter too. He wrote 3 Wooden Crosses for Randy Travis. Wrote Love Like Crazy for Lee Brice. Started writing with Doug, and he was like, man, I want to come see your band. And they flew out, and the rest was history after they saw us.
Lucky.
I really did, yeah.
Odds are in your favor. You a gambler?
No, I'm not.
We shouldn't be, because odds were in your favor.
I just doing a lot of praying. I just feel like, you right place at right time, and it's just, I feel like my faith has always been strong, and it's kind of got us here. So, got a great band that's always makes me proud every time we play, and
it always comes back to the good ones.
I don't know about that. We're just out here doing what we love. I kind of feel bad that we are getting to make a living doing this, because it's so fun,
Don't you ever feel bad for making a living doing what you love?
But people always say that when you're doing something you love, it doesn't ever feel like a job, and it doesn't. Even when we're driving and putting in long hours, it's it can be tiring, but at the same time, it's always something new and something
if you're passionate about it, it's not a job.
Exactly.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Good for you, but you're working hard like it is.
We are.
It is a job.
It is a job. It's a fun job, but it's writing music. And the thing I love about it, there's the artist side of it, which is what we do out here. We're national shows and meeting fans, and then there's the songwriter side of it, which is really great. I just got a Randy Houser cut on his next album, so yeah, so it's great as a songwriter too to kind of be able to separate yourself from it and just dig inside of a song and figure out what it is, you know, and take it piece by piece.
Personally, I love it when the songwriters do their own music.
Yeah.
I love that instead of, I like it when they send it off to other artists, but there's something special about when a songwriter does their own.
It is, yeah. It's easier as an artist when you write your own songs because it's you know, you're trying to develop your own sound and your own style, and who knows it better than you?
Yeah, it's personal.
Yeah, so
That's great.
It has been great, but you know, there's great songs in Nashville too. And Tonight was a song I cut that was written by an outside writer, and you know, if it's the right song, then you know, you'd be a fool. There's too many good songs floating around in Nashville to not pay attention. You know.
So, if you had to, what you do, you sell yourself. You sell yourself as a brand.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to promote yourself to new fans, how would you promote your music?
Well, you know, it's really high energy. I mean, we kind of translate what we do live onto records. Let me tell those boys quiet down for a minute. Hey, Andrew. Andrew. Hey, hang on. We're doing an interview. Wait like just a few minutes to make noise, if you don't mind. Thanks, Bob.
We won't keep him too long.
Sorry. That's my little brother. I get to give him a hard time. But yeah, I mean, it's a high energy show. Our music is high energy. It's fun. You know, I mean, it's kind of my personality. I just love to have fun. I love to cut up and be goofy. And on stage we're running around. You know, I grew up loving guys like Garth, watching guys like Garth who just gave it all they had on stage, and it always translated in his music too. You know, so for us, it's got a Southern rock quality to it because that's what I grew up with. My dad loved Allman Brothers and Skinner and all those great bands. So it's got a little bit of a rock element because we grew up that way. But I'm obviously country. You know, I grew up in a little bitty town, small folks. So all I've ever known is country. So, and it's just kind of a blend of those things, and it's just fun. I mean, it's a little different, you know, but it's still country, and it's
you.
It's me, yeah.
That's
exactly
what people want. They want what's you.
Exactly.
And it's obviously working. It's working.
I hope so. Yeah.
All right. Well, we're gonna